What's up, everyone? It's been a while since I've done a video, but I'm about to get back into the game soon. But the first video I gotta release are my 2013 closing arguments. I do this every year for the past 2 years, so this is my third year in a row that I'm doing this video. If you haven't seen 2011 closing arguments or 2012, I'm gonna link both of those videos below because it's kind of cool to see how, well, I think it's kind of cool to see how I've progressed through the years to where I am today. So 2013, overall, very successful year. I started off the year very strong. I had a very aggressive goal ahead. I was hoping to lose at least 75 pounds. I started the year at 375. I wanted to get into the 200s by the end of the year. The year started off great. The weight was falling off. I was doing great. Workouts were good. Eating was good. And like I said, the weight was just like boom, boom, boom. Every week was consistent. 1 to 2 pounds, 1 to 2 pounds. But something happened about halfway through. About the halfway point of the year, I had a few injuries. First injury was I tore it was my left calf muscle. I ripped or tore or something. I did something like that. I can't remember what the doctor told me. So the thing was, I had that injury happen. And how it happened was I was running hill sprints outside, just basically running up the hill. I just felt something in my left leg. And, me being as stubborn as I am, thought it was nothing. Kept running anyway through the pain. The pain persisted for, a couple weeks. I started actually giving my leg a break, and it started to get better, so I thought everything was okay. Then I went to the beach one weekend just to relax, and I was walking on the sand, and the water started coming up, and I didn't want to get wet because I had pants on. And so when I moved to run away, as soon as I made that motion with to push off my left leg, it ripped or what was the word? Restrained the muscle. And at that point, I knew there was something wrong. Finally went to see my orthopedic doctor, and he basically told me what I already knew had happened. But this time he told me I have to kind of, how long was I out? I think he said I had to stay off of it, or I had to stay off any kind of running or high intensity type activity for 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. So that was setback number one. Setback number two, I think it was late June, early July. Went to work one day, sat down. All of a sudden, I'm feeling this burning in my lower back, in my right, butt cheek, down my right leg. Totally freaked me out. Had no idea what had happened. I really freaked out. I called my sister. She's a nurse, and I basically had a nervous breakdown on the phone with her because I was really scared. I thought it was a serious injury. I thought I was gonna be paralyzed. I was thinking worst case scenario for everything. Went to see a doctor, my general doctor, referred me to a physical therapist. Did not have a great experience with the physical therapist. I actually ended up parting ways with her, and not in the best fashion. From there, I went to see a chiropractor who wanted to do some ART. Did ART for a couple months. Really, no real improvement. Finally, went to see a specialist, an orthopedic doctor, a sports doctor who specializes in athletes, and he diagnosed me with piriformis syndrome, which basically the piriformis muscle is too tight, and that was squeezing on my sciatic nerve, which was giving me the burning sensation. And what was the reason for all this that I was going through with my back and my leg? It's because I don't stretch. I don't stretch properly. I don't foam roll. I don't do any type of body maintenance, or I used to not do any type of body maintenance. I'll be honest, I used to consider stretching and foam rolling a waste of time. I saw people doing it, but in my head I was like, I don't have time for that. Gotta get my workout in and get out of here, Well, I learned my lesson because now I'm a consistent foam roller and a stretcher. And I do it every day. It's my habit now, and it's made my world a lot better. I'm actually still dealing with the piriformis issue, but it is slowly over time gotten better. Because once the doctor diagnosed it, he put me into physical therapy. I did that for a few months. He discharged me from that, and I actually started seeing another chiropractor who's kind of helping me well, first of all, he's working with my body on getting things adjusted on the way they should be, but he's also reteaching me how to run again. You know, I'm a heel striker. He's teaching me how to convert to a midfoot strike, which is supposed to help my issues. Teaching me how to do my lifts again, giving me the proper form, how to stretch, you know, how to strengthen my core. He's teaching me all these things, and so from the middle of the year when I had all this stuff happen to now, it's been slowly getting better. Luckily, I am back to activity, but I kind of take it day by day. You know, some days it's worse, some days it's better, but it's getting better slowly. So that's the good news. And like I said, I consider the year still a great success for me. Any year in which I move forward, whether it's an inch or a mile, I consider successful. I did not hit the weight loss goal that I was planning to hit. Like I said, I was planning to lose at least 75 pounds to get into the 300s. I ended the year at about 340 pounds. And actually, for the last 5-6 months of the year, I was basically in a plateau. And I'm gonna do a separate video to talk about that. It's gonna be called The Great Plateau of 2013. And I'm not talking about rolling hills. But so I spent the last part of the year in a plateau, and me and my coach have been working on getting out of that, and now we're in January and we're starting to pull out of it. Actually, for the last 2 weeks I've had losses on the scale, so that's a good thing. So hopefully that continues, but like I said, I'm going to talk more about my plateau in a separate video. So like I said, overall the year is successful. Progress is progress. This is not a 6-month thing for me. I knew this wasn't going to take me 3 months, 6 months. I knew this is going to be a lifetime of changes, guys. I'm going to be working at a healthier lifestyle for the rest of my life. Not saying that I'll be working on trying to lose weight for the rest of my life. You know, I'm hoping that I get to a point very soon, within the next year, 2 years. I don't know. I don't care how long it takes. I know I'm going to get there because I'm not going to give up. But I'm hoping I get to a point where I'm just trying to maintain it, and I'm happy with that. But even when I get there, I'm still going to be working out, living a healthier lifestyle, because that's how I'm going to maintain the weight loss, and that's how I'm going to continue to feel good. And that's how I'm going to continue to reach other goals that I have, like becoming like doing triathlons, running half marathons, which these are all things that I'm doing in 2014. Some of the highlights, actually, the biggest highlight of 2013 for me, hands down, was finishing the Tough Mudder race in Maysville, Kentucky. Hands down, the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. It took me and my team 8 hours to finish the course. I think it was around 13 miles, but being that it was raining, cold, it was an extremely tough course, and people are saying this is probably one of the hardest Tough Mudder courses ever created, and we did it. Took us 8 hours, but we did it. And so I'm gonna go ahead and say that was my highlight of 2013. Proud of what I accomplished over the year. Not done yet. I'm not satisfied with where I'm at, but I am proud of myself. I am proud of myself for not giving up. I am proud of myself for continuing to move forward through all the adversity, through the injuries, through the mental struggles, the physical struggles, through everything. I refuse to give up. It's just not in me, and I don't know where I get that from. Maybe it's just because I'm stubborn, but I just can't do it. Every time I have a setback, I get frustrated. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was frustrated for the last 6 months. I've been in a plateau. I was really frustrated when I had the injuries. I wanted to do things and my body wouldn't let me. I wanted to run and my body would not let me run. I wanted to bike, my body would not let me bike. That's very frustrating to me, because when I want to do things and my body won't let me, it drives me crazy. Just like it would probably drive you crazy. But from it all, I still learned. I learned how to take care of my body better, and that's where I am today. It's a new year. We're halfway through January, and I got a lot of goals this year. This year, I'm going to get into the 200s with my weight. Right now I am 38 pounds away from 300. and I need to get into the 200s. So that's gonna happen for sure. I don't care what I gotta do. That's gonna happen, barring any more injuries, which hopefully that's not gonna happen. So that's all I got tonight, guys. I'm sorry I've been MIA lately. I've just been having a lot of things going on. My memory on my computer has been full, so I haven't been able to do any videos, and I finally got it cleaned up. But I'm going to start back up with the videos soon. Hopefully I'm going to bring you guys a lot of interesting stuff. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Hope you're having a great start to your 2014, and let's knock it out of the park. Take care.